This morning, the shutdown continues. The latest on the negotiations in Washington and how federal employees are being affected here at home.
Plus, Wisconsin Democrats introducing new bills aimed at increasing abortion access. What other abortion laws would be repealed if these do pass?
And two planes colliding on the tarmac. The new video showing the aftermath from one inside of the planes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3. Now this morning on your Thursday. I'm Kyrie Unley.
I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for joining us. We're trying to manifest fall feelings this morning because the weather isn't cooperating. You know, we're in the 80s during the day. So we've got some fun fall segments out at Appleberry Farm that we're going to show this morning. We hope you stick around throughout the hour to check those out.
We?
Yeah.
As in you?
We?
Yeah, you hear?
I wasn't the only one out there at Appleberry Farms getting into the spirit.
Manifesting, the fall vibes.
It was summer like when we were out there, though. I liked it.
Yes, but you're manifesting all the fall vibes, including the weather, but it's not happening for you right now.
You're right. I'm the only one who wants the cooler temperatures. Are we going to get those, Savannah?
We do have some in the forecast, just not necessarily the next couple of days. And in fact, guys, we're talking about near record warmth. That's likely tomorrow afternoon and then possible on Saturday. So we have summer-like days ahead before we get to a brief fall-like pattern. This morning we're waking up with some fog, patchy in Madison. You can just see a little bit rolling through 8 miles. Lone Rock's at 9, Boscobel down to only 3/4 of a mile, and Black River Falls is at 2.5. So most of us just dealing with a little bit of fog, if not that at all. Some areas are up to 10 miles, but we do have those light areas that are down to just under a mile. Janesville's at 55, Madison at 51, La Crosse is still at 61. And yeah, it's hard to think about like cool weather or even fall with these temperatures. 83 tomorrow, and then we'll be close to 90 degrees on Friday and Saturday. We are going to break the record, I think, on Friday, and then Saturday we could tie it. We'll talk about how long ago our current records were set.
All right, Savannah, thank you. We begin this morning with the latest on the historic government shutdown. Lawmakers remain deadlocked over health care subsidies.
Meanwhile, President Trump is now calling for Republicans to hold firm on their demands for a clean spending package. It comes as the Trump administration warns that thousands of federal employees are set to be laid off this weekend if a deal is not reached. Yesterday, the Senate also held 2 more rounds of voting, hoping to get out of the shutdown, but both votes failed to get the 60% needed. Lawmakers on both sides continue to blame each other for the stalemate.
Well, it ends when the Senate Democrats pick this bill up, passed by the House of Representatives, and vote for it.
Donald Trump and Republicans shut the federal government down because they don't want to provide health care to working class Americans.
Looking ahead, the shutdown is expected to continue into its 3rd day tomorrow. That's because Congress is not in session today to observe Yom Kippur. The Senate is expected to retake up the issue tomorrow.
Our consumer reporter, Michelle Renee Quinn, is here in studio now breaking down of the local impact. Good morning.
Good morning. Federal employees generally fall into 3 categories during a government shutdown. So we have furloughed. That means non-paid and on temporary suspension. Then we have our expected workers who continue to work without pay, and then we have those who are paid externally. Those salaries come from external sources and they continue to work with pay. Now, if you're furloughed, you're still able to collect unemployment benefits, but eligibility requirements must be met. Services like law enforcement and postal services are continuing. Now, in 21 days, Dane County Executive Melissa Agard will present a plan to freeze hiring amid the shutdown. The county faces a $31 million deficit entering the budget for next year with uncertainty from the federal government. Agard's plan would freeze hiring for all non-essential county job vacancies. There would be exemptions for jobs deemed critical for public safety, as well as frontline service delivery.
My number one direction to my department heads when I first put out my budget request to them was, I am sorry, I am asking you for a 4% reduction to what it is that your budget was last year, but don't remove any bodies from any jobs here, because I have a high standard for what it is that we are providing to our community.
Agard plans to unveil the 2026 executive budget Tuesday. Amid this shutdown, public school districts will continue to operate as usual. The funds for the 2026 2025-2026 school year were a part of the last federal budget.
All right, breaking down all the impacts here locally that people need to know. Michelle Renee, thank you.
Absolutely.
At the state capitol this morning, Democrats are introducing bills to give women more access to abortion.
This comes after Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin officially paused its services. The bill would repeal several current abortion restrictions, including the requirement that patients attend 2 appointments with the same physician 24 hours apart, limits on telehealth and medication abortions, and certain ultrasound and physician mandates. As these rules stand, experts say they will likely create a backlog for the only 2 clinics still providing abortions in the state.
There is no legitimate reason for this restriction other than to try to reduce the availability of providers to provide care.
And what we would argue is that the intentional killing of unborn children is not health care.
The bill faces an uphill battle and is currently circulating for co-sponsorship.
Happening today, a woman facing criminal charges for keeping several of her Great Danes in a hot car will be in court. Judith Weissner charged with 5 counts of animal mistreatment causing death after allegedly leaving 7 Great Danes in that hot van. The criminal complaint says she lived in her van with a 7-year-old Great Dane and her 6 puppies. In September, officers found the dogs without air, water, or food. It resulted in 2 deaths and 3 euthanizations. She'll be in court this morning at 8:30 for a preliminary hearing.
Housing remains one of the biggest challenges for Madison and Dane County residents. Local housing providers say homelessness is a growing problem in the community. This year, nearly 800 people were identified as homeless across the county. That's the highest count in a decade, except for 2021. The key funding source used to tackle the issue is running low.
During COVID, we saw a huge influx of resources and our numbers went down. We had a lot of money to prevent homelessness so people could stay in their homes. And then we also had a lot of money to help people exit homelessness.
News 3 Now's Maddie Heimsch takes a deep dive into the funding gap that's left when the COVID relief money expires. You can find the full report on channel3000.com. Turning now to our continuing coverage of the National Guard deployments across the U.S.
Right now, federal law enforcement officers are patrolling the streets of Memphis, Tennessee. Attorney General Pam Bondi said on X the task force has already made 53 arrests and confiscated 20 firearms. Tennessee's governor welcoming the National Guard deployment, while Memphis city officials and locals say it feels more like an occupation.
In a developing story out of England, Manchester police say 4 people are injured in a stabbing incident outside of a synagogue around 3:30 this morning. Witnesses also reported seeing a car drive towards people outside of the synagogue. Police officials say they believe the suspect is down. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has been briefed on the incident, and he says he is appalled by the attack. We will continue to monitor this and provide updates as we receive them.
All right, it is 6:07 now. I want to call attention to your screen. 1 person injured after 2 planes collided into each other at New York's LaGuardia Airport last night. Delta says the wing of an arriving Endeavor flight hit the fuselage of another Endeavor flight that was getting ready for takeoff. Endeavor is a subsidiary of Delta Airlines. 32 people were on board the outbound flight, 61 on the flight that had just landed. CBS News producer just happened to be on board one of those flights and captured video here of passengers evacuating the aircraft and being loaded onto waiting shuttle buses just after the accident. In a statement, Delta told our CBS New York affiliate that they are, quote, working to ensure our customers are taken care of and that they will, quote, work with all relevant authorities to review what happened as safety of our customers and people comes before all else.
Well, we have just 2 days left in our Coats for Kids campaign.
So right now we have our coat count that is almost at 3,000 items. We're at 2,916 coats this morning. We want to thank everybody who contributed, including a special shout out to Subaru and the Operation Warm National Nonprofit Organization. Through their generosity, Coats for Kids received 408 brand new winter coats to give to area kids right here in Dane County. You have until October 4th to donate. That is this Saturday. If you don't have anything hanging around that you can donate to any area Clinky Cleaners, go to channel3000.com and donate through our Amazon wish list.
All right, our goal is 5,000. Just a couple more days left. We're hoping that
the
community
push.
can, just step in, step up, and step into,
we
help us
need
reach
you,
this
folks.
goal.
We need you. Can't do it without you.
Well, let's check in with Savannah. Not necessarily needing a coat out there, though, this morning.
No, maybe a long sleeve shirt, but it's pretty comfortable. We're almost where we should be as far as temperatures right now, lows, but we're not going to see that later this afternoon. We're going to really climb, and then we even have near record warmth that we're tracking. That's likely tomorrow, and then possible on Saturday. So for now, we're at 51. We have clear skies. We'll see lots of sunshine. We had a lot of thicker cloud cover, unfortunately, yesterday, but we are expecting mostly to partly sunny skies and temperatures that return to the lower 80s. Our forecast high 83 in Madison. Might be a couple of warmer spots, and then we'll talk about the record warmth that's likely tomorrow afternoon and rain in the weekend forecast.
Savannah, thank you. Coming up, a new study is helping answer the age-old question, why do women live longer than men? What researchers are now saying may be behind that trend.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
6:13, back with your health news now. A new study is highlighting the importance of detecting breast cancer early on. It found that women who miss their first screening appointment for breast cancer could have a 40% higher long-term risk of dying from the disease. The study monitored 400,000 women and found that nearly a third didn't get one and even continued to be less likely to get subsequent mammograms. They were also more likely to have breast cancer diagnosed in advanced stages.
And why do women tend to live longer than men? A study by the Max Planck Institute looked into the phenomenon, which is true not just in the human world, but across all mammals. One theory is that there are genetic factors which protect women from harmful mutations. Parental care also plays a role, with research showing the gender that's involved more in raising offspring tends to live longer.
Men are also more accident prone and just generally more clumsy.
A little more stubborn, maybe.
Than you. Yes.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty clumsy, but you know, it's okay.
Me too.
Yes, interesting study though. Well, let's check in with Savannah, getting you ready to head out the door.
Well, good morning, guys. It's a warm start, or will be a warm day later this afternoon. We're a little cooler than yesterday, currently at least, but our current record for tomorrow, 85, that was set back 20 years ago in 2005. Friday's high tomorrow, 87. So we're likely going to break that. Saturday will at least still be dealing with near record warmth. We could tie it. That's our forecast high right now, 87, our current record. Also set back in 2005 of 87 for Saturday's date as well, the 3rd and 4th of October. We're going to be 21 degrees above average. These are all based out of tomorrow afternoon. So some as far as Milwaukee, 16, all the way up to La Crosse, 23 degrees above average. It's going to be a warm day and warm weekend. We are tracking a little bit of a cool down, though, and some fall-like weather. It just won't last that long. Partly sunny today, and it will be warmer than what we had yesterday, with highs climbing back into the 80s. We're at 51 right now, pretty comfortable. Might want a long sleeve or sweatshirt before heading out, but not terrible. As far as rain chances go, we do have another chance as we head into Sunday and Monday. That's Sunday night into Monday. I don't think it's going to necessarily last that long, though, and it's not going to be the widespread soaking rain that some of us could really use. Here's a look at that cold front. So the low is going to be northwest of Minneapolis, and then we are going to see that track further in. So yeah, not widespread. I think the better chance will be west of here, with some of those showers breaking up as we continue to see that move further east. But we're still looking at some chances for showers. Here's that 10-day forecast and the record warmth Saturday and Sunday. That cool down, a little cooler, but not terrible. And then as we head into the early to midweek parts of next week, that's more tracking a little bit of a cool down, even cooler weather returning to the forecast. So yeah, I mean, you guys have been wanting some fall weather, at least some of us. Kyrie and I, not
yes,
so much.
I've been wanting the fall weather.
But we're going to see that eventually.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of time for all of that. No need to rush it, you know.
Yeah.
All right, well, in the 6:08 this morning, we are all about the fall fun. We are helping a local apple orchard celebrate 50 years right here in Dane County.
Yeah, we've got a fun little feature for you, and we had some fun with a little bit of competition. We're going to take you this morning to Appleberry Farm in Cross Plains.
Well, good morning, everyone. We're at Appleberry Farms in Cross Plains, and today we've got a lot of fun segments going on. We're here with Sarah. What do we got today?
We're going to be doing an apple stacking contest. It's a speed contest. The winner gets this great Appleberry Farm gift basket.
How much time do we have?
60 seconds. And what everyone's going to be doing is going to be stacking apples and see who can make the tallest tower in 60 seconds. On your marks, get set, go.
That stole my apple.
Ooh, how are you going to do it? Oh, it looks like we're trying here. What size apple? Are you doing just vertical? Ooh, has anybody thought about a pyramid maybe? Oh, I see we've got Chris putting some effort in his, pushing it down, snowman style over here.
He's wasting time, baby.
What do we got with Alice in Dairyland? Ooh, she's doing some Zen stone stacking.
Why do I feel like this was like a requirement for you to get the job?
This is what they
evaluate us on.
Oh,
I switch strategies.
I know, pressure's on. Pressure's on.
How much time we got left?
Uh-oh.
15 seconds.
You guys, last 15. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Is it gonna be
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is
We're tied.
tied.
Yes.
Savannah and Josh tied.
Yeah.
Don't forget your basket of goodies.
Oh, look at that.
Different things you can sample.
Woo! Yum.
So people can come on out here and enjoy the Appleberry Farm this season.
That's right. Appleberry Farm is celebrating its 50th season here on the corner of Mauer Road and Timber Lane in Cross Plains. You can pick your own apples, enjoy a raspberry patch, get some pumpkins and pie, ice cream, cider, and donuts.
Everything fall that we love.
Everything fall.
Well, thanks so much for having us out. We
Thank
appreciate
you for
it.
having.
All right, a lot of friendly competition going on there.
Apple stacking is a lot harder than it looks. Okay?
You guys were thinking about it too much.
You should have picked good apples.
First of all, let's not forget that Chris tried to steal my apple. The first apple I got, and then you thought that crushing them. And what was your
I might have been a little aggressive with the whole thing. I'll admit.
That's a good idea.
Well,
Making good
may or may not have
TV,
worked. Yeah.
Congratulations to the winners. We're not done with the competitions though just yet. Coming up in about a half an hour, we're gonna have what was it? An apple spice
apple cider
donuts.
Yes. Say that 7 times fast.
I don't know. I blacked out at one point during the contest, so we'll see how that goes. Coming up in 30 minutes right here on News 3 Now this morning.
So much fun, though. We appreciate them having us out. And Alice in Dairyland also joining us out there, too.
Yes.
So what a fun event.
Good sports.
It was a good day. It was a good day. But still ahead, we're talking about naming your whip and thinking back to some childhood classics.
And before we go to break, here are a look at your gas prices on a Thursday. More News 3 Now this morning. Right after this. Hey, we're back at 6:23. Gwen sharing a photo with us. Here's another kind of fall picture as the combine's out there harvesting the crop, and she threw in a couple of bright red barns in the background and some silos for me.
Just for you, Chris.
There you
She knows the way to
go.
my
She knows
heart.
what she
Thank you.
Bright
learned.
and red.
Gwen, appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, here's a look at what's trending this morning. So today is National Name Your Car Day. It's a celebration for the vehicles that carry us through commutes, road trips, and everything in between. So I have to ask, do you guys have a name for your car?
The only car I named was my first one, and it was Blue, and we called it Big Blue. That was like my family.
That's
And
very
that
creative.
passed on to my sister, who also called it Big Blue, but that's the only time I've ever named a car.
Not the current whip?
Not the current whip, no.
Oh, my goodness.
No.
And we know.
You guys know Subi. Moving on.
Yes. Okay, well, famous rides like Herbie the Love Bug, Lightning McQueen, Kit from Knight Rider, the General Lee, and the Bandits Trans Am all had names known around the world. So if you're still searching for the perfect fit for your car, like Chris and Josh apparently, well, National Day Calendar has a few suggestions for you. So they have the Beast, Bertha, Pip, the Hornet, Big Red, Pearl, Car Read, and Just in Time.
What's your guys's?
Tacos.
Oh.
What? Can I explain this?
Yes.
She has a Volkswagen Taos, and one of her family members misread it as tacos.
Okay.
And it's stuck.
That's clever.
I mean,
That's
gotta be
clever.
tacos.
Yes, so my car is Icy, and then like our big ride is called Big Boy. Big boy, yeah.
But not
No,
the
that's
biggest
all
boy,
I'm gonna-
because the biggest boy would be Subi.
Okay, yes,
No.
yeah. Accurate.
That's long body. This
Long
is big
body.
long body, big boy.
I gotta start writing this stuff down.
Yes, you guys need some names. There's some very, No, my husband has a red car, so he named her Ruby. So there it is.
Right, so we're waiting on Josh and Chris.
Yes, we'll be looking for
I
those
suggested
names too.
Pip for Chris. You might want to steal it. I don't know. It could be a good name for your car.
Go ahead, Josh. You can
Josh
have
is
it.
Pip, Chris and Pip. I don't know which one sounds better.
But why Pip?
It's cute. It's small, and they're tall guys. So it's like, oh, tall guy. Pip.
Pip. All right.
Ironic.
I got you.
As long as it's not Peppa Pig, that's fine.
Peppa Pig.
That's what I think. I don't know.
No, okay, no Peppa. No Peppa slander.
No Peppa slander.
We'll have all your updates right after this.
This morning, the government shutdown enters its second day. How it will affect public universities and financial aid.
Plus, a runaway tow truck. Dramatic video shows the chase before the truck seriously injured a Madison police officer.
And a new expedition could finally solve aviation's greatest mystery, the mission that could make history. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrie Lee. Thanks for waking up with us this morning. October 2nd.
Here we go. Second day of October. Thursday, Friday Eve, Little Friday, Friday Junior, whatever you want to call it.
All the things.
Weekend's almost here. So the temperature is not really feeling like fall. Starting to look a little more fall-like out there, though.
Yeah, give or take just a little bit. A little dry out there, though, it seems.
I don't know, Savannah, I'm noticing more of the leans turning even here in Dane County.
Yeah, we actually did see Dane County get added to the yellow yesterday. That's patchy color. We are seeing that, can confirm that. There's also a few other counties that got shaded that overnight. Richland County and also Juneau, that was shaded yellow last week. So we are seeing more and more yellow across southern and central Wisconsin, but still much more widespread up north and even a couple of counties that are near peak. 83 is our high today, so it's not going to feel fall-like, and that trend is going to be even warmer the next couple of days. Saturday, we're looking at near record warmth, and Sunday or Friday near record warmth, and that's possible then on Saturday too. Partly sunny. Temperatures are not going to be near record, but will still be warm, well above average, about 15 or so degrees above it. 83 is our forecast high. We're starting out in the lower to mid 50s right now, though, so it's a little cool. Might want to grab a long sleeve shirt or sweatshirt, but you're clearly not going to need that by the afternoon.
All right, Savannah, thank you. We are now on day 2 of a government shutdown as thousands of federal workers face furloughs, and now the Trump administration is warning layoffs could begin in the next 48 hours.
The State Journal reports just over 30,000 federal employees work in the state, which is about 1% of the workforce. Now, this number excludes military personnel. Signs of the federal shutdown appear nationwide at government buildings and national parks. The shutdown is also starting to impact workers outside the government. With fewer visitors at the Capitol, one food truck owner says business has dropped sharply.
Right now, I don't make nothing. Only 3 customers. I have 3 customers.
Well, it ends when the Senate Democrats.
Meanwhile, on Capitol Hill, more votes on the funding bill are expected tomorrow. The president also moving to block billions of dollars in federal funding for infrastructure in New York and climate projects in 16 states that voted for his opponent in the 2024 election.
Now let's look at how the shutdown could impact public universities. UW's campus leaders say federally funded research will suffer the most.
Meanwhile, the Education Department's shutdown contingency plan says that student aid will largely remain in effect in the short term. The department will keep processing FAFSA applications. The application for financial aid is currently open. Education leaders, meantime, gathering to encourage all students to complete those applications soon.
We remain optimistic that those forms will continue to be processed. And again, reminding students that the earlier they get in the queue, the better positioned they will be. So they should not let a government shutdown stop them from completing the form.
To learn how your child can access federal financial aid for fall 2026, please visit studentaid.gov.
You can get the latest updates on the shutdown and the developments sent straight to your phone at the Channel 3000 News app. Make sure to sign up for those push alerts and know as soon as the news breaks. Now to new video from Monona police showing the moments leading up to a tow truck crash that left a Madison police officer seriously injured.
Let's take a look at the video here. Police say the incident began just before 2 p.m. on Saturday. A caller reported a tow truck driving recklessly on Highway 51, striking multiple vehicles. The chase ended on Terminal Drive in McFarland when the driver swerved into traffic, crashing into Officer Ryan Kimberly's squad car, injuring both him and his canine partner, Freddie.
Now, the driver, Christopher Bruger, could now face several dozen charges. They include felony first-degree recklessly endangering safety, felony hit-and-run causing great bodily harm, and 6 counts of reckless driving.
Officer Kimberly remains hospitalized with serious injuries. A fundraising page for him has already raised more than $72,000. You can find the link under the story at channel3000.com. This is a developing story, and we will keep you updated as more details come in.
6:34 now to new data from the Wisconsin Policy Forum that reveals that alcohol-related deaths here in the state exceed the national average. During the pandemic, alcohol consumption spiked, raising the state's average to 18 deaths per 1,000 residents, compared to the national average of 14 deaths. Post-pandemic, though, there has been a steady decline.
Something has happened here over the last 10 to 15 years where our state's rate has risen significantly above the national rate. We don't profess to, have all the answers to why that is, but just the fact that divergence has happened between our state and the rest of the country is another finding that we wanted to highlight.
The study also found Black Wisconsinites had the highest rates of alcohol-related deaths compared to Black Americans nationwide.
Now to more national news this morning. Climate activist Greta Thunberg and dozens of others are in Israeli military custody after the military intercepted the global Samud flotilla. 13 of the 30 boats were stopped with reports of water cannons used. The flotilla, sailing since August 31st, aimed to bypass Israel's blockade of Gaza. Israel's military reportedly warned the flotilla multiple times. No injuries have been reported. And the U.S. has imposed new sanctions on individuals linked to Iran's defense and nuclear programs. This move supports the G7's snapback sanctions mechanism under the Iran nuclear deal, reactivating sanctions if Iran fails to comply. All G7 members are now imposing sanctions and urging Iran to engage in direct talks with the U.S.
Now to a rare instance of President Trump not getting everything he wants from the Supreme Court. The High Court declined to act on Trump's emergency request to kick Lisa Cook off of the Federal Reserve Board. Trump accuses Cook of mortgage fraud, charges that she calls manufactured. Justices will hear the case in January. It comes as a new Marquette Law School poll finds 84% of Americans think that President Trump must listen to the Supreme Court. Support was 80% Republicans and 80% Republicans and 92% of Democrats agreeing. However, 69% of Republicans and 81% of Democrats feel the court is avoiding ruling against the president.
Middleton High School ranks second in the state among public non-charter schools for 2025 ACT composite scores. The school ranks first in Dane County. Out of a maximum 36, Middleton's average score is 24. The Middleton Cross Plains superintendent credits student success to several factors.
We have engaged students, we have brilliant committed educators, we have administrators who are focusing on the right work, we have a community and parents who are engaged and really supportive of public schools. So you combine all of those factors and kids are going to be successful.
The composite score averages a student's English, math, and reading test results. Congratulations to the Cardinals.
All right, way to go. All right, something new coming to downtown Madison. The city is testing out some new parking signs and payment equipment. Look for updates on 300 North Henry and 200 West Gorham. Those streets surround the block containing Mad Seafood Boiler, Parthenon Euros, and the Triangle Market. So the new features are going to test some new payment kiosks, pay by app, and pay by text options. Payment kiosks will be available as well in West Gorham and North Henry for customers paying with a credit card or coins.
Turning now to some sports, Badger women's volleyball hosts the Fighting Illini tonight at the UW Fieldhouse. Both teams are undefeated at 2-0 this season and eager to keep their streaks alive. The Badgers hold the number 7 ranking while Illinois sits at number 42. Tonight's game starts at 7. We'll bring you all the highlights tonight at 10 and tomorrow right here on News 3 Now This Morning.
A group celebrating Latino arts and culture is giving back to the local community. community. Oscar Morales founded Latinos Organizations for Understanding and Development, or LOUD. Today, LOUD is hosting Mariachi San Jose for traditional performances as they embark on a statewide tour. The group's mission is to celebrate and promote Latino arts and culture with things like events and education.
It's bringing artists, connecting them with young people. Young people are not only our future, but they need to see the world through other people's eyes.
Students from Madison East High School visited the LOUD studio yesterday, where artists from Mexico taught them screen printing. You can attend the Hispanic Heritage Luncheon today. It's at Monona Terrace.
Listen to this. A new mission aims to solve the 90-year mystery of Amelia Earhart's disappearance. So next month, an expedition will investigate an object in a lagoon between Hawaii and Australia, suspected to be Earhart's Lockheed Model 10 Electra. Earhart vanished in 1937, attempting a global flight. Last week, President Trump announced the declassification of all government records on Earhart.
All right, maybe this time they actually found it.
Yeah, I know there's many known instances of trying to find this, but it's been unsuccessful, so we'll see what happens this time.
All right, we're waiting.
Well, let's check in with meteorologist Savannah Brito. What are the current temps like?
Well, they're a little cooler than this time yesterday. Madison sitting at 51, Verona at 59, Waunakee at 55, and Sauk City at 59. There's a couple of warmer spots. La Crosse is all the way up to 61 right now still. Viroqua at 56, but then again, we do have a couple of lower 50s. Everyone's going to see the lower to mid 80s this afternoon. We have a little bit of patchy fog. That's a live look of the sunrise over Platteville. Not super dense, which is some good news. And we will see more sunshine than yesterday, which is also a high note on this Thursday. We have record warmth that we're talking about for tomorrow, though, with even warmer temperatures in the forecast. We'll talk about that current record and when we set it.
All right, Savannah, thank you. It is 6:40 right now. Up next, we're taking the News 3 Now This Morning team on the road to a local farm for some fall fun. See who wins our apple cider donut eating contest in the 608.
You're watching News 3 Now This Morning. Moving forward.
Well, good morning and happy Thursday. We have record warmth that is possible on Saturday, but likely tomorrow afternoon. Our current record's 85, and Friday, tomorrow's forecast high 87. That was set back 20 years ago in 2005. So the third and fourth 20 years ago were very warm. Our current record for Saturday, 87, and our forecast high on Saturday, 87. So I think we'll probably tie that on Saturday, but break that tomorrow. This is a look tomorrow specifically at how far above normal we're going to be. Some about 15 to 25 degrees above average. We'll be 21 degrees above average in Madison, 20 in Monroe, 23 in La Crosse, and then 16 in Milwaukee. So yeah, summer-like weekend is upon us. Partly sunny skies, more sunshine than cloud cover compared to what we had yesterday, fortunately, and it'll be warm. So yesterday, a couple spots did top out close to 80 degrees. Madison did see the upper 70s, which was the forecast. 83 is our forecast high today. So most of us are looking at least the lower to mid 80s this afternoon. And like I said, we have even warmer temperatures that will take over as we head into the weekend. Here's our setup for our rain that we're going to see over the weekend. We have a cold front that's going to be out just kind of near Minneapolis. The warm front will be northwest of Minneapolis. I still think the better chances for showers will be there, but we are going to see that approach us as it continues to move east. That's when our better chances for rain will return here. I don't think it's going to be a soaking or widespread rain that we could really use, especially down towards the Illinois-Wisconsin border, but we're still going to see a chance late Sunday into Monday. So luckily we'll be dry for the majority of the weekend, with that rain probably holding off until about after midnight anyways on Sunday. And then we've got the warmer temperatures and then the cold front that'll bring us the rain that'll drop us. So some of us waiting for the fall-like weather. We'll see the mid-60s and then the mid-40s at night. So that's exactly where we should be, but it's not going to last that long.
Well, you know me, I'm ready for the fall feels.
Exactly. You'll get it for a couple days.
I'm ready for those flannels and light jackets.
Yeah.
You got yours on this morning.
Yeah, I do got my light jacket on right now, but I will not have it on by probably about 10 o'clock this morning.
No, absolutely not.
Yes, so it'll all change here.
Yeah, well, we're trying to manifest some fall feelings this morning. We recently went out to a beautiful apple orchard and farm here in Dane County. to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, and of course it comes with competition among the morning team, including an apple cider donut eating contest, and the winner may surprise you.
Okay, we're back with another fun competition. This time it involves apple cider donuts. But this time we're being joined by owner Chris Hendrickson. He's going to get in on the fun with us here. So, Sarah, can you tell us what we're going to be doing?
Today we're going to be doing a speed contest. We're going to see who can eat 3 freshly made apple cider donuts. We made those cider donuts this morning with our cider, followed by slamming a cup of our freshly made cider today.
All right.
I
got this.
And we're just going to see so we're going to see who can finish first, right?
We're going to just see who can finish first.
So just a countdown now.
All right. 3, 2, 1, eat! All right. Everybody's got a different style of eating, I see. Some people like to dunk their donuts in their juice. Do you dunk it? Does it make it a little easier to eat? Donuts are pretty chewy. Donuts are pretty chewy. You don't have to save your juice to the end. They're really good.
I can't breathe.
Yeah.
All this donut in my mouth.
We had a lot of big talkers here about who loves eating their sweet breakfast treats.
We had one big talker. It was this guy.
Go, Josh, go.
Wait, he's putting a dent in those donuts. Oh, Chris is coming along too.
Yeah, I know. Everybody seems to be enjoying their breakfast of champions here. Visit us at Appleberry Farms if you want to start your holiday body right now.
Maybe next month.
It's the bulk up season. I hear it's about to be sweater season.
I'm not going to lose, but this is very good.
Baggy clothes.
Yeah, baggy clothes.
Well, it looks like Josh here is not taking any prisoners. We've got half a donut left, half a donut left, half a donut left. How's the cider coming along? I see we're getting pretty good here.
I got one done.
Somebody's taking his... No cheating, no cheating, no cheating. This is all to bring home some donuts to your friends and family.
Oh, wait.
Woo, champion! Sleeper winner!
I know. He came up on the tail and won.
And more to bring home.
Go, Chris.
Tastes so sweet.
So you had the right idea. I was confused by the rules because I thought it was.
Come on,
said,
Josh.
At the end, she said slam the apple cider after you were drinking it during. So I think it would have been a little bit different. Nonetheless,
I think we need a rematch.
Yeah. Also, the owner there, Chris, felt bad because he didn't know how far you were away, and he took my apple cider away for a moment. So I was like, "What's going on?" Anyways, not a big deal, but I was shocked. And we were all down for the count after that. Like, my stomach the rest of the day. Too many donuts at too little time. Yeah.
I still proceeded to finish them after the competition. They were so good.
They're delicious.
Oh, so good.
I wish we would have done like a thing like where we would have said, who do we think is going to win? Because I said, Chris, there's no way he's going to let us beat him.
I was betting on Josh.
I was betting on Chris. I'm sorry. I was like,
I was a little too confident.
Well, we want to thank the folks at Appleberry Farm for having us out for some fun. They're celebrating 50 years in Cross Plains.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful location. You know, those rolling hills out there in that part of Dane County. It's just magnificent, especially this time of year. All right, hey, coming up, we are back with the morning sprint. And if you had a little kiddo turning 3 this year, send us a picture. We'll show it on TV. We're back right after this. .6:53, time for the morning sprint.
The partial government shutdown is now in its second day. About 750,000 federal workers are expected to be temporarily laid off, including most employees at the Departments of Education, Labor, and the Environmental Protection Agency. The shutdown could also impact tourism in the U.S., with more than half of National Park Service employees furloughed.
Developing in the UK this morning, 4 people are injured after a car drove into pedestrians and a man was stabbed outside of a synagogue in North Manchester. Police responding with gunfire targeting the suspected offender. Authorities say there is no ongoing threat The incident occurred during Yom Kippur, a significant day for the Jewish community.
Democrats are introducing bills to expand abortion access in Wisconsin following Planned Parenthood's service pause. The proposed legislation aims to repeal requirements like attending 2 appointments 24 hours apart, telehealth restrictions, and certain ultrasound mandates. These changes address potential backlogs at the state's 2 remaining abortion clinics.
Madison School District launching a new community newsletter to help keep you informed with what's happening in the district. MMST's In Focus is set to provide updates on things like facilities projects and district initiatives so you can know where your tax dollars are being used. If you're interested in signing up, just find the link at channel3000.com.
New video from Monona Police shows the moments leading up to a tow truck crash that left a Madison police officer seriously injured. This as the driver, Christopher Bruger, could now face several dozen charges. The crash injured Officer Ryan Kimberly and K9 Freddie. Freddie is okay, but Officer Kimberly remains in the hospital with serious injuries.
Due in court this morning at Judith Weisner at 8:30 for a preliminary hearing. She's charged with 5 counts of animal mistreatment causing death after prosecutors say she left 7 Great Danes in a hot van. In September, officers found the dogs without air, water, or food, resulting in 2 deaths and 3 euthanizations.
Conservationist Jane Goodall has died. Goodall's studies with chimpanzees in the wild allowed scientists to better understand the primate's behavior and use of tools. In 2023, she spoke to a sold-out audience in Madison at the Wisconsin Union. Goodall died of natural causes while on a speaking tour in California at the age of 91.
Badger women's volleyball in action tonight, hosting the Illini of Illinois. Both teams are hoping to keep their winning streaks going. The Badgers currently ranked 7th. Illinois is 42nd. Tonight's game starts at 7. You can look for highlights tonight on News 3 Now at 10 and tomorrow morning right here on News 3 Now this morning.
We've got a summer-like weekend ahead, record warmth that's likely tomorrow, and possible that we tie our current record. That's 87 on Saturday, and the forecast is 87 also. Sunday, not necessarily near record, but still very warm. And then we finally get a fall-like pattern Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We're back down to the mid to upper 60s. I can still taste those donuts this morning.
Yeah,
So
I wish we had
good.
some nice and warmed up.
Delicious.
Hot off the press.
That's so fun.
Yes. All right. Well, Savannah, thank you.
CBS Mornings is coming up next.
Our next newscast is at noon.
Have a good Thursday.